Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Sorry,
whoops.
you maybe need to do it again. There we go. Okay, so I need to go and click on that invite. So, welcome stream viewers. This is the Cucumber New Contributor Mob. I'm Matt Wynn, one of the core team for Cucumber. I'm here with Marju Hirsch and Arti Matanda. I can't see Arti because of my Zoom settings on the screen. Wait a sec. There we go. Hi, Arti.
Hey, Matt.
And yeah, we're going to be doing some work on Cucumber.js. We did this this session a couple of weeks ago, and we tried using a kind of mobbing workstation that I'd set up. And one of the things we learnt from our retrospective, I'm not going to be able to pull up those notes just a second, was that we wanted to try doing it on sort of a more normal development environment. So we're going to use Marju and Arti's normal dev machines this time. And Marju, you've already made a fork of Cucumber.js.
Yes.
We're going to be working on Cucumber.js today. Do you want to show us how you did that? Just so people who've never made a fork before. I know you can't do it again, can you? But you can show us the...
I'll share my screen. So here on github.com/cucumber/cucumber-js, click on fork. And then it will ask you where you want to fork, if you have any different organizations or for your own organizations. So I already have one here, so as I've already forked it.
And then that creates a separate copy of the Git repo, doesn't it? So you're safe to do kind of whatever you like in that copy. But it means that you have permission to push stuff to it, and then we can. And what we're going to hopefully do today is make some changes in here and then submit a pull request.
Yeah.
Is everybody excited?
Yes.
Hey.
We're a bit nervous because we've turned the Twitch stream on, aren't we? Hands up who's nervous. I'm a lot less nervous than last time because I can't hear my own voice this time, which is helpful.
Well, last time I wasn't nervous because I didn't realize that there were so many people watching till after the stream was over. And I don't know how many are watching. And I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
You don't want to know? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
So
probably I've fumbled the buttons and nobody's watching.
One can only hope, Matt. Okay, so shall we pick what we're doing today, or?
That seems like a good idea.
So last time we were not able to make a proper pull request.
Yeah, what happened with the stuff we did last time?
I guess it wasn't really from a fork. If I remember correctly, there is still a PR.
There is, yeah. I think we did make a PR with the changes, but it also got a bit messed up because there were some other changes on that branch already that hadn't been merged in and things, and it's a little bit of a mess, really. Is
it this one? Replace use of any in value checker.
Yeah, it is. So there's a commit there that we could probably cherry pick. Because there was a couple of other commits, if you look at it, that aren't anything to do with the changes we made, that I had lying around on that mobbing machine, which made a bit of a mess with it. Like that one, explain how to use yarn list to list commands. That wasn't part of what we did. It was something I did the day before on the same machine, and I'd forgotten to push it. But that one was the one that we did. So we could cherry pick that commit 1b3ff3 into your fork, and then we would have this and we could submit a pull request. We could sort of just go through that workflow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Matt, can you, or Arti, can you help with cherry pick?
I'll have to Google it, but if Matt or You know it off the top
Well,
of your
the
head?
first thing we need to do is on your fork. So you could do it in the terminal. Just make sure that you've got that commit somewhere. So this is in the 1468 replace any branch, isn't it? So we may not have that at the moment, but we can try. So, but if we're going to submit a pull request, it's good to make a branch for the change that we want to do. So maybe in your command line, just check out a new branch. Doesn't really matter what you call it. Ooh, look at you with your alias.
Last time. Yeah.
I was watching just now, Marju, like controlling myself.
Is she going to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
When Marju and I pair, I'm constantly nagging her with aliases.
Okay. So okay, so we need to check if we even have that. No, we definitely have the branch somewhere.
So you've checked out a new branch now, which we can use for the change. So if you try just doing git cherry pick, so it's got a hyphen between it, and then some of that commit char. So if you go back to the GitHub window, there's a little copy paste button for it, I think.
Yeah.
We did that off screen. Very exciting.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
Try that. That's all right. Try that. Okay. So now if you do git log.
What is Cucumber Ensemble? I love it, but why is it taking that email address?
I made that account for the mobbing machine.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So that we had an account that we could do commits from.
Cool.
But well, since this is our commit now, we could change who the author is, even if we want to.
No, that's fine.
So we can see that commits there, and if you just scroll down the log a bit more, Marju, and what you should see is that the next commit down is the main branch, because this is only one commit away from main. Yeah. Okay, so we're quite happy with that, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
We haven't got all that other clutter in there. So if you push this branch to your fork.
GPSUP.
Wow, gips up.
Okay. Yep. So, let's see then.
There you go. So now it says that you've got the recent pushes. There we go.
Okay, cool.
So this is now helping us to create. So let's just go through it slowly. So it's saying it's going to the base repository of Cucumber.js. So that's the origin repository where we want the changes to go into, and it's going to go into the main branch, which is right. But it's coming from the head of your fork and the branch value checker, which is where we've got that one commit that we want to send in. So perfect.
Cool. Okay.
So can I try and be as quiet as possible now, and you two go through and fill out this thing? I think we might have already done it in the other one a bit the last time, so there might be some stuff we could plagiarize from what we filled in on the...
Yeah, let's do that, because I don't remember what work we did on this. I mean, I vaguely remember it. But... Marju, if you can open the other PR.
Yes. Okay. Yep. 1 second. What was the name?
If you just open PRs, we should be able to.
Yeah.
We haven't set a mob timer, Matt.
I know. Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, please. Okay, there it is. Replace use of any in-value checker. And I would just copy, like edit and copy paste maybe. Oh, you can't edit. Oh, but we said see details in commit and commit message, and we can't see the other one won't have our commits. So maybe we can just copy the commit messages from this one. If you go into commits.
I think the
Commit messages.
the commit message should have come across in the cherry pick.
Oh, would it? Okay.
Yeah.
Then we can just copy this into it, right? Just the first, the description, motivation, and type of
Yeah.
change.
Okay, let me just put those side by side.
Okay.
Okay. So description. Partial fix for issue
1648.
Yeah. Oops, I deleted a bit more than I intended.
No, that's fine. You have to delete the fixes 99 as well, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then refactoring. Okay, it's there already. Yeah. So I think it's just the first one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. So it's just like deletes all. I'm trying to delete like a whole line, but it kind of doesn't exactly.
Mm. And get rid of the remember blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And we don't need the notes to other contributors. And we don't need update required either, I don't think.
Yeah. So
yeah. And then if you can delete the comments and check the first one. So my code follows the code style of this project. And the fourth one, I have read the contributing, and then last one, that's the test pass. And if we scroll right up, maybe we can just get rid of all our email addresses on there, because that just automatically shows up when we add the co-author to the commit.
which bit? Here.
All that, yeah, all that. Everything above description, basically.
Okay. Okay. I guess I'll get rid of this as well.
Yeah, everything over the description. That's it.
Cool.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I shared the mob timer URL with you. I'm just fiddling around to get it on the screen.
Okay.
For the viewers, that is.
Yeah. Where did you share the thing with us?
It's in the Slack channel.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So let's see then. Okay, looks like tests are being run.
How long does it normally take, Matt, for the test to run?
I don't know. So, oh look, so it's what it says is workflow waiting approval. First time contributors need a maintainer to approve running workflows. Learn more. 2 expected checks. Now, I think that's crap because, and I understand why GitHub have done
So
this. I'm
what
not
does
saying
it
it's a
mean?
crap feature of GitHub. So what it is it's a security measure that GitHub have introduced so that if we've got automation workflows that have, say, secrets in them, it's not possible for you to run those workflows and start doing that automation. But there's no harm in you being able to run the tests in your fork. Let me see if I can fix this on the fly for us, because I obviously have the rights to do that. I can certainly approve it so it runs now. Where do I get the notification about there needing to be a workflow to be approved? Okay, so I can
probably show up in your GitHub notifications.
Right, I think I've just approved it.
Oh, yep.
But I'm going to see if I can change that setting for good.
Now that'll just be approved for Marju, right? Because she's opened the PR. Or will it be anyone on this fork?
It was, so it looks like GitHub settings says fork pull request workflows from outside collaborators. Choose which subset of outside collaborators will require approval to run workflows on their pull requests. And we had it set to require approval for first-time contributors. Only first-time contributors will require approval to run workflows. So if it's on Marju's fork, from now on it should be fine. But I've changed it. I've set it down a level, so it's first-time contributors who are new to GitHub. So it's only people who've created like a brand new account in GitHub that would get that problem now.
Okay. So while this is running, should we take a look at what else we can do today?
Good shout. Yeah. What are our options?
Well, this was just a single fix, right, for that issue. Should we see if we can find more stuff to put a type check on, or we can see the list of beginner-friendly tickets?
We can do either. I had a look through the a suggested issue.
Yeah.
Let me find it again. Is it community under?
So I didn't Bing, but we're out of time.
Oh.
So we're supposed to swap now, but should we just call a timeout while we're figuring out what to do next?
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah.
Sure.
So, so this is a possible one, but I'm happy to go with checking of the types as well. So add a possibility to opt out from printing step attachments. So there is already a failing scenario.
Okay.
For this.
Yeah.
And some really good instructions on how to approach it.
Okay. Just so
So
I understand what the issue is, what does attachments mean?
So attachments are things like screenshots or even
Okay.
just like text log messages.
Okay.
So while a scenario is running, if you're using something like Selenium, you can take a screenshot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
okay.
Shall
So yep. So there's a branch already with the failing test. So I let me open the timer as well, because then I can see what's going on. Okay, cool.
Oh God, I'm driving.
Yes,
Yikes!
you are. Let me just stop sharing my screen then. Can you?
Yeah, I can try.
Yes. Cool.
So, is it going to be complicated with the Zoom thing? Let's see. So let me get a shell open. And let me, now I need to go back to, whoops. Can you see, you can't see what I'm doing, you two, can you? I need to share my screen. So I think what's going to happen now is when I share my screen, the views, oh yeah, that's good. They can see you in the little Zoom window up here. Maybe I can make you a bit bigger. Oh, Zoom, I love you and I hate you. Never mind. Git checkout main, and then I need to add your fork as a origin for me. So we are GitHub 16 sheep cucumber JS, and hopefully it's going to show me that I've had an invite. Did I accept that invite? Should be showing me I've got an invitation.
Just like,
I'm going to just try it. Right, so I'm going to do this by just editing my git config, because that's how I know how to do it, because I'm a bit of an old man. So I'm going to add a remote. I'm going to call it Marju. God, look at me all nervous because I know this is on telly. I've forgotten how to type.
I love how you call this telly.
And shall I push my main branch to Marju for now? Okay. So if I do git pull, that's got the latest from yours. Okay, so sorry. So all right, what are we doing? So we're going to make a new branch to do this work in, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, but we can base it off an existing branch, because there's already a failing test.
Aha.
If we
okay.
Yeah.
So what's that branch called?
1 sec. It's maybe
Lovely, is it?
I'll
That one?
Yeah, it's sorry, 1 second. Let me look at your screen. Oh, it's a little bit. Oh yeah, it is that one. Yeah.
Do you want me to make it bigger? Is that better? Opt out print attachments.
Yeah, that much better. Yeah, that's
Git checkout opt out print attachments. What? I'm going to assume it probably worked, and we'll figure out how to push it in a minute. It might be that I can't push anywhere. So do you want to make another branch off this one, or should we just work on this branch here?
I think we could just work here.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you expect new contributors to do?
It's a good question. I haven't really, because this is new to us, like making these branches with failing tests in them. But I think it's fine if there's a branch, because remember when we submitted the last pull request, and it shows you both the repository that you're sending to and the branch that you're sending to, and then the repository that you're sending from and the branch that you're sending from. So we can send the commits somewhere else onto the origin repo. I think we can figure that out. So should I try running the tests here? Or maybe you should even just do yarn install as well. I'm not sure if that's all working. How long have I got on the timer? 16 seconds! That was worthwhile, wasn't it? At least we know I'll be working ready for next time. Yarn test. I wonder why the timer's not binging, because it just went... Oh, no, it did. Was
that was on my...
Was that your end?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I heard it, though.
You have to ask it to... I'll show you when I share my screen, because I think I'm driving now, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Matt, you need to stop sharing.
Yes.
Okay.
Stop share. Okay. Let me know when you're ready to start. Oh, I'm supposed to navigate.
Yeah, so over here, just you go to client settings and you enable timer sounds. So yeah.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay, so I'm having some issues with running yarn.
Okay. Could you make your font size a bit bigger in your shell? Because it's quite difficult to see.
Is that good?
Do that again. Make it like child size, because it's just nice when you're watching on a... Yeah, great.
Okay.
Okay, no version set for command yarn. So I think this is your ASDF config, isn't it?
Yes, and I can't remember now how to...
No, I can never remember. I think it's like, well, just ask ASDF. Just do ASDF -- help, and we'll go from there.
For those who don't know, because I just discovered ASDF recently, it's like a... It's a... Oh, so it's just ASDF plugin add.
Well, you've already got the plugin, I'm guessing, because it's saying you just haven't got a config for the version. So I think what you want to do is say ASDF local yarn and then the version number.
Okay. ASDF.
See what error it gave you, and it'll tell you the version number to use. Or you can say latest, I think, maybe instead of naming a version number. Try that. Oh, all right then. So then we have to do ASDF.
Install, is it?
Yeah, but I can never remember which way around these work.
Install yarn
latest.
Latest, okay.
I don't know what it is about ASDF. There's something really unintuitive about the way around all the commands are for me. I haven't got used to it yet. Is that okay?
I don't know. Let's try yarn install again.
I think you still need to set it up as your local latest.
So, yeah, what was it? ASDF local. All right. Fifth time's a charm. Okay, now for ASDF node. Sorry, I should have done all this. Node latest.
Probably.
Oh, Node.js.
There's a particular version that we do use, I think.
Oh. We'll find out very soon.
Yeah.
Is that the one? Oh, instead of latest, I can just say 16.1.0. All right.
Yeah, you've got that installed.
17th time's the charm. Yay. Okay, and you've pushed your branch, right?
No, but I didn't do anything. I just checked out the branch locally. That was all I did.
Oh, okay. Can you Send me the name of the branch, and then I can just.
Yeah.
Thanks. And where are you sending it?
Do you want me to send it you in Slack?
Slack is okay. Zoom is better, but yeah.
Zoom is better. Then Zoom is where it will come.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Say, oh.
Right. Let's see if you can beat me and run the. This is funny. We just both spent our turns getting the clone and running the test. Can you run
All
the
right,
test?
you have to run the test, right? Okay. Test dash.
What does -u do?
Oh, it updates. It's if you have not just snapshot tests, and your snapshots have changed, it will update it rather than.
What's a snapshot test?
It's like a screenshot test, so it takes it before and after.
Diffs the...
Yeah, it diffs the what's showing on your browser.
Photoshop driven development.
Yes, pretty much. Or paint driven development.
Well, I got one failing scenario, which I suppose is expected.
Did that just complete?
Hmm?
Did that just run?
Yeah, I don't know how long it took. I wasn't paying attention. I've just looked at my shell output now just to see.
Okay. That's the timer.
Yeah, that's both of our timers. I'm patient. Should we wait and watch the test run?
Yeah, let's watch the test fail, and then Marju, you can take over maybe. What? Oh, that's fine. Nothing failed.
Interesting. I wonder if it's because the -u confused it halfway through the run. Look, it's because it's not run. It's tried to pass -u to Cucumber.js.
Ah.
And stop.
Okay, and stop there. Yeah. Good point. Sorry, that's a shortcut from not shortcut, alias from my work. So.
Muscle memory.
Yes.
How's everybody doing then? We've been 35 minutes. How's the energy?
Good. I knew once I'd get started, I'd have fun. It's kind of like wanting to, I don't know, go to the gym or something. You're like, I don't wanna, and then once you're there, you're like, okay.
We could have run feature tests only.
Well, that's a good shout. Do you know how to do that?
Jan, run feature dash test.
Are you ready to do that when you're driving?
Yeah.
It's about to happen to you, Marju. So say as soon as these... Are we done?
No, I'm just running it. Can I do that? Can I run? Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Okay. Given a file named this, some scenario, given when I run then the output contains the text.
So a basic step does an attachment. You can see there inside the step definition, it does this.attach.
Where is that? Sorry, I can't.
Well, I can't give you a line number, but a little bit.
You can draw on my thing, and I've given you access to my.
The thing is, because I'm the one screen sharing.
Mm,
No.
no,
I'm
RT.
No,
not
I'm
talking
screen
about-
sharing. Yeah.
It's because I've made it in full screen. That's why I've lost all my like toolbars and that.
I've given you access, like remote control access.
Oh, don't worry about it. Just the green bits, like the third line.
There,
up.
you're using my mouse right now.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is kind of meta, but what Cucumber's doing is it's writing out some feature files that as though a user of Cucumber has written them, and then it's writing out some step definitions as though the user of Cucumber has written them. So the definition of given a basic step, and maybe it would be better if it said given a step that writes an attachment, and then this one's what it's doing is doing an attachment, and then the test is saying print when I run Cucumber.js with format options, print attachments false.
Yeah.
Then the output contains the text, and then it's saying that I guess it doesn't have any attachments in here.
But that's what we want, right? We don't want the attachments.
And it's failing because the attachment's probably in here somewhere, is it? What does it say? Some attached text. So do we see this in here somewhere? Oh, is there maybe a better diff? Yeah, there we go, look. So that's what it's showing. And it doesn't, and it shouldn't be that.
Okay. Marju, it's your turn.
Yep.
Stop share.
Okay, I have started the timer for your turn, Marju.
Okay, cool. Okay. Oops. Print attachments. Okay.
The failing test was in. I'm just trying to find the file name for you. Where is it? Features / error formatting feature.
Yes.
And it was line 110.
Yep. So when we add this, then when we add this with the value of false, then
we need the output to be that. So should we go to the where this test is implemented? So error formatting.
Yep.
I guess you can search for format options, maybe.
Yeah, let's see.
So we have the guidance from Aurelian. Don't forget, he wrote a long tutorial for how to solve this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's take a look at that then. Why read the documents? Why read the manual when you can struggle?
You're like men, the two of you, honestly. Men never read manuals.
Yeah, I'm guilty.
We don't believe in them.
They don't exist. They're like Santa Claus.
They make us feel inadequate and emasculated.
Do you think a manual would have read the manual?
Okay.
That is a great pun.
Should we look at the manual? Marju, should we look at the issue on GitHub, because there's a tutorial in there?
Yep.
Marju's still refusing to open the manual.
Well, maybe you can have it open now.
I can. Yeah.
Navigate, and then Marju can have a window on the code.
Okay. Cool. Can you send me that link? Sorry, I'm being very lazy.
A second. 1 sec. I'll put it in Zoom chat.
Yeah, thank you.
There.
Thank you. Oh, right. Okay, so it says new scenario has been added, but we can still add a unit test to have better focus on the pieces of code to modify. The first phrase of this issue, I think it would be useful for us to share this on the screen because there's a lot of reading to do.
Good. Okay, let's do that then.
Okay.
I'm going to pause the timer for a bit as well because it's
Yeah.
good
Okay.
to not keep switching it around too much, isn't it?
So
Yeah.
I had a look through
Okay.
this already. So at first, there is implementing or writing a unit test
Yeah.
for like a core function that deals with the formatting.
Okay.
And then so then we have a failing unit test, and then it kind of I guess it just kind of goes through the code to show where that method actually is implemented. But it's fairly simple to kind of click through all the methods. It doesn't go to it's a couple of levels deep, not too deep. And then we have and then there's a passing unit test, and then it kind of falls back on the feature test, so that when the argument format options is given for the print attachment, then it actually uses the method we have made the unit test for.
Yeah. What Marju said.
It sounds like it's time for Marju to navigate. Maybe I should run the timer again. You've got 1 minute and 24 left to fake it till you make it, Arti. Come on.
Right, so let's go to issue helpers. Where is that file? Windows open. Where did it go?
Issue helper spec.
Yeah, issue helper spec.ts. And we can add a unit test to that. Let's move to the last described section of this and make it look like the following. So you can just copy that test from his. Okay, the test is already there. Is it?
So I think that's the passing one. So I think we don't have the
yes,
without the attachment.
Yeah, so we can create a new describe. Yeah, there.
I'll take it.
Yeah, that one. There's our timer. I think you've got.
Maybe I'll add the failing test and then.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one, and then here. So yarn run unit test. So yeah. So when it is requested to not print attachment, it does not output attachment.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Great, we're a step closer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oops.
Failing unit test.
Yep. Okay. Had failing unit test for
Form
not,
print attachments.
yeah.
Yeah, for not printing.
Maybe not. Okay. Let me add your names as well.
It's fine, Marju. It's
Okay.
in the interest of time, let's just push.
Okay. 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 I have a question. So when we do mob timer, should the, well, I have pushed.
I'm just pulling and then I can drive.
Okay, cool. I guess we should add, well, consider the git time into it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess Matt paused the timer, right? Didn't you, Matt?
I did. Yeah. I actually, because I was concentrating on pulling the code down, Marju, I didn't hear what you said. Sorry. Can you say again?
Yeah, I was just wondering. So when mobbing, I guess the messing around with git and so on should be considered into the time.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether we want to have a longer turn. We've got it
What
on
is
5
the
minutes at the
time
moment.
now?
It says
Okay.
5 minutes at the moment, but we can change it to whatever we want. It feels to me like we're each just about to get going and then we have to change again.
Yeah.
Would you like to have a longer time? Because we're a really small group, so you know, if you've got 10 of you who are all mobbing, you need to keep the timing short so that everybody gets a shot. But if there's only 3 of us, we could have longer.
Yeah, let's make it maybe 10.
Should we try that? Good little retrospective interjection there in the middle. I like it, Marju. So shall I share my screen?
Yeah.
And it's good. I like it the way it's the man that gets to drive for the first 10, the longer slot. Privilege of that. So I think I've got your commit.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I can run it with yarn unit. Was it unit test?
Run unit test, I think, right? Yarn run unit test.
Yeah.
Run is superfluous with yarn. It's nice like
that. Okay.
Oh man, I can feel the wildfire smoke at the back of my throat, you know.
Is it close to your house?
Yeah, there's loads of them.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah. So I went to pick the kids up from camp week before last, and I camped on the way there, and I looked on my phone when I'd set my tent up, and it was already dark, and there was a wildfire 13 kilometers away.
God.
But that's fine. It wasn't going to move 13 kilometers overnight, but it's a bit scary.
You don't know that.
Well, I checked, and it had been there for a month, and it had only grown maybe half a kilometer in that time. So I figured it probably was safe. So
okay. Yeah. So we are in a file called issue underscore helpers underscore spec.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the last test.
In fact, I should be able to do this, shouldn't I? There we
go. Okay, so you see the method on line 28262. 628. Sorry, I can't see. 282.
282.
Yeah. So test format issues.
issue.
Yeah. So if you so this
Source
one is
data.
so this one I guess gets the output, and that's defined above with the. So if you have a look at that function.
Which
Test
one?
format.
Test format issue.
Test format issue. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's still in
So
the spec, the issue
yes.
helpers spec. So the issues is like the things that Cucumber.js prints at the bottom, is it? The like these are all the things that are wrong with your tests. That's what an issue is conceptually, I suppose. Okay. I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't know Cucumber.js code base any better than you two do.
Okay.
But in this test format issue, it returns the return value of format issue, which is the actual
method under tests.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So we've got a kind of a pattern of always needing to call format issue. So we've wrapped it in a test helper method called test format issue, right?
Sorry, I don't understand this. Can someone explain?
So what I think what Marju's saying is the format issue is the code that we're actually testing.
Okay.
And in order to test it, we have to like set up sources and support code library and
I see.
an array
Okay.
with a test case attempt in it. So the tests are using this wrapper function to call it, so that you don't have to duplicate this kind of boilerplate in every one of the tests.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
But this is the function that we need to fix, Marju. Is that right? This is the function that's dodgy.
Yep.
So what do we do next?
So I guess we need to say in the test that that we don't want to print when
we have that flag, right?
Yeah, because I think in the test we actually haven't really, because we are calling the method the same way as we do on the previous test, which should show attachment. So I guess it's suggested that we add a second argument to the test format issue, which
it's like print attachments, I guess.
Which with as default would be I guess true.
Yeah.
So
but
where do
line
those
11,
options
I
get
guess?
passed through here then into this thing?
Yes, so it would be passed on to format issue. So and eventually format issue will so we would give it so everything else is irrelevant. So the sources and the support code library and blah blah blah. So we can just add the second argument for print attachments.
And Boolean, I guess.
Yeah, and we consider default to true. Yeah.
Why don't you like that?
I think.
Oh god, my ESLint settings aren't right. I'm gonna have to try and manually get it. This is a new machine. There we go. Phew. Okay, and it's grey because nobody's using it yet. So if I go down to the test that we're fixing and I pass it false.
Yeah.
I kind of would prefer it if we were passing something explicit like. Do you know what I mean? Am I complicating things? Do you want to iterate to that?
Yeah. But I see what you mean, because someone who hasn't.
It's meaningless, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
False what?
How about if we pass it bang print attachments? Does that work, or is that a Ruby thing?
I'm not sure what you mean yet.
So exclamation mark and print attachments.
So we have to define print attachments above, I guess.
I've just sent us on a squirrel. Forget about it.
Okay.
Let's focus on what Marju wants me to do first and see if we can get around the loop. We can make it nicer after, can't we?
Okay, so now our testing method has it, but now we need to eventually get to the point where we are adding those attachments. So if we just go to format, the actual implementation of format issue. So
So go inside here, but I'm not passing that flag anywhere into format issue at the
so
moment.
yes, we need to pass it into. I just thought maybe we can just like have a look through eventually. So we have the format issue, and then it's the format test case attempt.
Formatted test case attempt is from calling format test case attempt.
Yep. And then it's format step.
How do you know all this, Marju?
I know because I done the homework. Yeah, have to open format step. And then I think
Such
if
a
you
SWAT,
scroll,
isn't she, Arti?
I know.
I just have like performance anxiety, so if I can prepare, I do.
So do I, but I was just like, oh, whatever. Marju will prepare.
What a team.
Okay, so let me think. Can you scroll down a tiny bit? A bit more.
Is it the lines? Is it line?
Oh
62?
yeah, attachments. Yeah, exactly. Line 62. So there needs to be a condition, right?
Isn't it 64?
So the whole thing, right?
Oh yeah.
We don't need to add any.
No attachments into this function if the print attachments flag is false.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Could do that too.
So that's interesting though. Where's the so it's like a property on.
Yeah.
Because what happened? We gone const attachments equals test step, right? No, so we can't because we've got a test step that's got attachments on it. So we're reading it. The thing we passed in was the test step, not the attachments. So
yep,
we can't really do that.
Okay.
So you want to just pass down the flag all the way down to here, and then do I have anything to check in before I? Yes. What did I do? Add a flag to the. Oh no! Wait a sec. I can do this thing. I think. Oh.
New machine.
On my next turn, I'll do it. Add a flag for passing. Gut push.
Okay, and I think I'm next, right?
God Lord, does that mean I have to navigate? You are next.
I think Marju should navigate, given that she's the only one who did home.
I'm kind of with you. Can I, as navigator, can I ask for your assistance, Marju?
See, Marju, no good deed goes unpunished. Okay, you can see my screen, right?
I'm gonna find the link for the help, so I can also read it.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Why haven't I gotten your thing? Did you definitely push?
Did you set your origins up right? Marju's. You're pulling from Marju's fork.
Yeah. Yeah, because I cloned her fork.
I probably didn't. I probably pushed it to. Oh no, I don't have permission to push.
Oh no.
Sorry, team.
Let me check.
That invite thing didn't work. Let me go to my email and try and fix it.
I'll check again as well. Yeah.
16 sheep
Yeah,
invited you. Here it is. View invitation. Accept invitation. You now have push access. Done. Try pulling again now.
Yeah, okay. Why is this? That's the ASDF stuff, but okay. And it was issue help spec. And it was it test format issue that we wanted to go to?
Yeah, so that's already, so that's where it's defined.
Yeah.
But if it's, oh, sorry.
No, go on. You're the navigator, Marju.
Well, I'm supposed to be the navigator. We need to pass that string down into the format issue function somehow. So I think we should probably use the same pattern and just like make it the last argument to format issue. My worry is it's gonna.
Where's format issue?
If we change the signature of format issue, there's going to be a bunch of places in the production code that we're going to have to change as well. Is this what Aurelian suggests that we do in the tutorial?
What do you mean we have to change it in production code as well?
There's going to be other callers of format issue that are also going to need that flag.
So if we set it true by default.
True. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What next?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Right.
So we want to pass it to format issue. So I would add it at the bottom, just like we did on the other one.
And would we just say, what was it called again?
It's just up there online.
Attachments. Yeah.
Print attachments. And it's complaining because it isn't on the method signature of that method yet. So let's add it.
Where is that method? Yeah, here. Okay.
And okay, so this is that a format issue request? That I format issue request is where we need to define that as, because they're not typed these arguments because they're defined in that I format issue request. So we need to go into there and add it.
Yep.
As a.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I guess we need to make that then.
It's probably a Boolean, right? Rather than
oh yeah, that's right.
We can just use the primitive type.
Yeah. Where? Okay.
So now we have it available to us inside of the. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? So we need to pass it down to format test case attempt now.
Should I just over here? Are we still passing just print attachments, or are we just always passing through over here?
I think, like Marju said, we probably want to have a default of equals false on it on line 45, so that other code will compile. Because I think right now, I'd quite like to stop at this point.
No, the default true, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. What I'd like to do though is just run the tests at this point and just see what we've done, because I've got a hunch that it's going to have broken a bunch of stuff. So that'll just tell us that we need to unit test should be enough. So I'd expect there to be more than just that one test failing now. Oh yeah, see, it won't even compile, and that's because print attachment's missing. So if we
Okay.
I
What if we
think.
give it true?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough because that seemed to be something slightly different. But let's try doing that at least there. So saying it's
Is it just like this or
true? Yeah.
Oh.
And I think the other thing we can do is in the interface we can say it's optional. So on line 35 we can do a question mark at the end of print the name of the variable, the name of the argument. Yeah.
okay, that's it.
So
that makes it optional.
Yeah. That's how you tell TypeScript that it's null. It could be null.
Right.
Good. So
Okay.
we're back to that one failing test, which is what we expected.
Nice.
And now we want to pass it. I mean, we could commit this because we've inched forward, but I reckon we can blaze on and do a bit more. What do you reckon?
Well, what's on the timer?
Got a couple of minutes left, 2.5 minutes.
Okay, let's do the next, and then I have to pass it here as well, right?
Yes.
53. And do we give it the, will it automatically just know to take the default value from here?
Yeah, so you do the default value where you accept it as an argument, don't you? But when you call something, you're just passing the value of it already, so it's been set as it came in.
Okay.
To this function. So what's the type signature of that method there? The format test case attempt. If you click through to it, and the one on the right, the way we're calling the method on the right. Yeah. So that is a format. God, there's a lot of this and that and the other in this code base, isn't there? So I think we just need to do something similar to what we had in the other thing.
Should I run the? Okay, there. Should I run the test again?
Yeah. We didn't set it. We didn't give it a default value on the way in, did we? So it'll be defaulting to false, which you seem to have got away with.
So here, right?
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised by that because I would. Oh no, I'm not surprised because we're not actually acting on the value of the variable, so of course it's not doing anything.
Do you think
I would do it anyway? I would do it now. We don't need to test drive it. We know it needs that, so set that to true by default. Yeah.
Okay. Do we need to pass it here?
No, I don't think so because that's just parsing the message that came back.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the format step that's next.
Okay, I'm gonna commit this because
5
the timer's
seconds.
gonna go off any second. Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry. My prettier has formatted everything.
Ooh.
Shit. Okay.
So what's it done?
It's just added.
Let's take a time out and fix this. Let's slow down.
Yeah.
Because we
okay.
can't.
Yeah. Okay, so this needs to go. I mean, like stay.
Well, we need to fix what we need to do is fix your VS Code so it's respecting the ESLint settings that are in the project. Okay,
what should we do first?
Just don't do anything with this. Let's fix your ESLint. I mean, what you can probably do is you can run if you don't touch VS Code, and you can run on the command line, you can run a yarn command that will do the ESLint.
Yarn lint, right? Yarn lint.
Probably. Yeah, there you go. Yarn lint fix.
Okay.
So if you don't save any files anymore in VS Code after this is run,
yeah,
it'll probably. What was that GX command? What's that app?
Oh, I used to use gitx as my Git GUI, and I got so used to that muscle memory of using GX that no matter what GUI I use now, I just said.
What GUI is it?
I was just. It's fork.
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 Ah,
It's really nice. I
you
really like it.
I was
Yeah.
using GitHub this week because I needed something to visualize branches, and I didn't know about Fork.
Yeah, I really like it. What is all this? Did it fix it or?
I don't know. I hope so. Let's look at the diff and see.
Nope.
Are you sure it doesn't need refreshing or something?
No, I mean, I can shut it and relaunch it, but it does hot reloading.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know why ESLint hasn't fixed that. I don't know this code base well enough to know what the...
Ooh.
What I can do is just discard everything that I know we don't need. No, not stage, discard. Discard.
So there's lint auto fix. I think I would run that. Just try that, Marju,
Okay.
Arti, because it's going to be a pain in the ass to pick through it by hand. So if
Is
you
it-
run, instead of yarn lint, run yarn lint hyphen auto fix.
Auto fix like that.
Yeah.
I'll look on my every Mac I get does this weird thing. Do you see this thing here?
Yeah.
It's like a ghost. And it's on whatever. Now look, it's on the other window as well, and it's on this window.
What, like even after you reboot?
No, I have to reboot to get it to go away, which is really.
What app once printed those pixels to the screen?
I'm not sure. I think maybe it was Fork. Oh my God, you've just made me realize what it is, because it happened on my previous Mac as well. My work Mac, my previous work Mac. And
So
the
what
only
happened with
common
your-
denominator is Fork.
Maybe.
Damn it, I have to use something else now. Okay.
But then that ERB file's not in this project. That must be a work thing.
Yeah, that is the work thing. I don't know how it opened that up. Okay, let's see. What was I doing? Right. Fork. Yeah, that
Is that
worked.
better?
Nice, yeah. Okay, so let me just double check. Okay, this one, I'm just gonna, I'll do that a bit later. So stage, and what did we do? And
The print attachments flag. We're passing the print attachments flag down into the step formatting functions.
okay, I am gonna push this and then push myself out of this mob because I am going to leave for dinner.
Are you right? Okay, so you can't
Yeah.
you can't navigate one more shot.
I can't.
Okay.
I have only 13 minutes to run to the restaurant. So, but this was fun. Thank
It
you,
was.
and I'll
Do
see
you
you.
have any brief reflection thoughts before you run?
I think maybe it would be useful if we decide on an issue before we start recording, because we spent a lot of time trying to decide what to do, and then. Like Marju, we can all do homework and all look smart like Marju did. Not just look smart, Marju is smart.
Aurelian did so much prep for this. It was I
Yeah,
could
much,
not have
much
used it.
gratitude.
Yeah, thank you, Aurelian. But I didn't even know because I didn't look at the repo. So maybe we can plan, and it'll help the people if there's anyone watching, because they don't want to sit and watch us faff around deciding what to do, right?
Yeah.
And
So
we
are you
can also
suggesting we do that in the half-hour warm-up call beforehand?
maybe even
or-
before. So then when you publish the info about, okay, we're going to mob and this is what we're going to work on, then it might be even more useful to them, because then they'll have more context around it.
what I'm wondering about is how we make those decisions, because I don't want to be pushy. I want you to be making the decisions about what to work on. So
we can discuss that offline maybe and decide how to discuss. We can take turns deciding maybe, or
there could also be a poll.
Night.
Oh.
Yeah. What was your idea, Marju? There could be what?
A Slack poll.
Yeah,
poll.
Slack poll.
Yeah.
Okay. On that note, thank you and see you next time. Bye.
See you, Arti.
Bye. While we're talking retro, Marju, do you have any other thoughts apart from gratitude for Aurelian?
I'm not there with my thoughts just yet.
Okay. Sorry, you hate getting put on the spot, don't you? Do you want to keep coding?
Maybe, or depending on time. I wouldn't mind like getting that unit test to pass and then leaving the feature test to the next time. Okay,
so I'm gonna get how do I drop Arti out of the group? I mean, it's kind of a bit silly having we can still have a timer, can't we? Okay, the timer's running. And where is my VS Code window? It is here. And what do I need to do? If I share my screen, then Zoom will get out of the way. And that should get out of the way of there. Okay. That should be now like down over there, shouldn't it? So I'll do git pull. Oh, no, I won't. I'll do git pull Marju, that branch name. Okay, and I can do yarn unit test. So where were we? We started in here. Format issue.
Yep. It's the other file. You were really on it before the test case.
Format test case. I just kind of want to follow it down.
Yeah.
So then we've passed it in here, but we're not using it in here. So we need to pass it to, which one was it? Format step.
Yep.
So we've got this object here. Funny, isn't it, that? So like, okay, so there need to be another thing in here. The
print attachment.
Print attachments, and that's going to go here as print attachments, and I didn't pass it in, did I? So I'm lost again.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Attempt, print step, format step, and we want it here. And then, okay, so it's here, isn't it? We need an if around this.
Yep.
So if print attachments, then do that. Oh, come on. You must be able to format that now.
Wait, there's like an extra brackets.
I don't know what I've done wrong. Right, that's sort of like nasty.
Yep.
Online ones.
So,
I'm waiting for this thought.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Coming.
So Aurelian has suggested to use like a checker function, value or default.
So we have this here as well. Does have value. Okay. Right.
Yeah. And then
Is
there's
this because this is coming from the user, so it might not be a clean flag, or
possibly, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, there is a function, value or default, which takes the first argument of, I guess, what's given, and then the second argument is the default what you want to use. So I guess default would be true. Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
I guess that's going to be useful because once we start using it everywhere these functions are called, we can stop them being optional, right? In fact, that doesn't need to be optional here, does it? Because we've already decided on the value. We had a default at the outside on the caller.
Oh, yeah.
So we don't need that to be optional. And there's probably another layer where we can do that same thing as well, isn't there? Because when we first come in on format issue, we've got a default. So by the time we pass it down to this thing, it doesn't need that, and it can be mandatory, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because it's false otherwise from the format issue.
Unless some people jump down and call this themselves, that's maybe the only thing. Well, let's see what the compiler tells us. Such a nice thing about TypeScript on top of JavaScript is getting these, like, being able to lean on the compiler when you're doing things like this. Yeah, looks all right. Good. So should we make a commit?
Yep.
I always try and find like a short enough message. It's always a struggle for me. I have to reformat it several times. There we go.
Oh wait. There's a typo in the actually.
Is that better? Okay. So do you have that? You can see that's gone to GitHub. So we've got 5 minutes left of the stream, haven't we? Should we stop and do a little retro?
Sure.
Just take a minute to think and then share our thoughts. We can watch the timer go from 2 minutes 40 to 1 minute 40, and then we can.
Yep.
Does that work for you?
Yep.
I'm ready.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. I'll write these up after. Should we just talk about them? I'll keep notes on paper.
Sure.
Or wait a minute. No, I can do this. What's the day? What's the date? 4th?
6th.
6th.
It's yeah. At least in here it's 6th.
In Europe. Yeah, it's the same day. Yes,
Okay.
look, it says it up there on my screen. So this was no, not retry. Retro. Oh, where is it? Oh, I guess it's not there. Yeah, because it didn't check it out. Never mind. Never mind. Well, I'll make another retro file and we'll fix it later. So let's do a new. Save it in the root. So just tell me your thoughts, Marju. What did you observe and reflect?
So I preferred working on my own screen and not looking at a screen share. Sorry, not a screen share, but live share.
Yeah, the mobbing machine. That
Yep.
was definitely an improvement on last time, wasn't it? I agree.
Also, it was, for me, it was really good to prepare. But on the other hand, I wonder if it might get a bit too like dictatey in not like if one is prepared, but maybe other people are exploring, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, like you kind of you feel like you're just telling everybody what to do.
Yeah.
So it doesn't leave space for other people to contribute as much.
That, and also like learning, like exploring and learning, exploring the code and
yeah.
So
that was slightly my reservation with what Aurelian had done, was that it was so descriptive of what to do. I thought it would be a great thing to do solo, so you could take that tutorial and you could work through it and you could do the entire thing by yourself, and you wouldn't. It was like pairing with Aurelian, really, virtually. But whether for this group we need a bit less guidance. But maybe it's maybe we want something in between the two.
I guess I think it would be nice if we would have if we would have a PR to focus on. Oh, sorry, an issue, not a PR. If we would have an issue and perhaps a failing test, but we don't need a failing. We can write a failing test. So we can write a test, and then I wonder if it would help if we would share what we are going to work on before, so the people who are watching can also read it before, or if it's something that somebody is more interested in, they'll know, okay, they're working on that this time, so maybe I'll tune in.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so we should decide early what we're going to do, and then even we should decide now maybe what we're going to do next time.
Yeah, we could. I guess we could should we continue with the fixing that?
It makes sense to me.
Yep. So we could finish that up and then at least start with it.
Whatever issue number it is, I don't know what issue number it is. Is it this one? 1136. Yeah, I mean that was kind of Arti's feedback as well, was decide what to do beforehand, wasn't it? So I think we're all kind of agreed on that. Yeah. Because some people don't mind turning up and winging it, and other people really like to prepare. So the more we've decided that up front, the clearer it is for people who like to prepare.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
No.
Okay. Can I share mine?
Yes, please.
I had a slight paranoia that I was being a bit bossy. I don't like being in the position of like controller of the clock, which is a bit of a default because I'm doing the stream, so I have the control over I have the window on my machine. But I sort of, the way I was sort of like controlling pausing it and then letting it run again, there was a couple of moments where I just felt like that implicitly gave me a bit of power over you two that I felt a little bit uncomfortable about. I don't know if you noticed that.
I didn't, and I thought it was really helpful. So
Okay.
I thought it was really helpful. Yeah. So we could like I didn't think about the timer at all, so I kind of opted out of it. So it was nice that somebody was doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's other ways we can do switching. Like we can switch when the tests, when we make a commit, we can switch every time we make a commit, something like that. We could use different heuristics for. I don't know if I want to write this up now.
Yeah, we could try the commit route. Then we don't have to look at timer at all. And if we need to like explore a bit, then we can.
Yeah, exactly. It gives us a bit of time. Naturally gives us timeouts, doesn't it? Okay. Well, I just wanted to check that because it was just something I noticed. I was the other thing. I really appreciated the prep and everything. I don't want to go over that. It would have been nice to have more people, wouldn't it? And I only mentioned it in the week that should we invite other people, and then so we've sort of rushed that a bit, and it's turned out that we haven't got anyone else. And I also worry that the kind of onboarding. So Vernon Richards, hi Vernon, if you're watching, said on Twitter he was interested in taking part, but then I kind of like just sent him a calendar invite, and maybe that's not. I wonder if we need to get a bit better at the onboarding for people who, because we'd like there to be like 8 or 10 of us of doing this like regularly, right? I'd like it to happen every week, and then there's not everybody has to show up every week if personal circumstances mean that they need to be away, but it's more resilient if we've got a whole group of us. So I wonder if I need to do something to improve the onboarding a little bit, like maybe just have a Google form or something that people can just easily fill in to say I'd like to come. I don't know. Do you have any feedback any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I guess maybe a form or just.
And I could just share the Zoom link
On
just let people bomb
Slack.
it.
Yeah, could try.
Well, I'll kind of work on that. And when do you think we could do this again?
I'm not sure.
Like, would it be too much to try and do it weekly?
I personally can't join weekly. It would probably be like every 3 weeks or something like that. In the evenings, at least. Yeah, my evenings are.
Yeah.
I work in the evenings in European evenings.
Right, I didn't realise that. Yeah. Well, maybe that's another discussion we can have offline in the Slack channel to try and decide. because it would be nice to get into a rhythm, wouldn't it? I think get into a routine of having, like, rather than deciding it ad hoc when to schedule it. That would be nice. Yeah, I think that was it, really. I mean, I'd also like it if it wasn't. I think it would help with promoting this if it wasn't the white man going out and telling everybody about it as well. But maybe this is part of the problem of there only being a few people showing up right now, is that it would be up to you and Arti and Emmanuel to publicize it right now. But if we can get a bigger group of us coming along, then there'll be more of a buzz and there'll be more people making noise about it anyway. So maybe that's a sort of a separate problem. That was all I had. So I'm going to write up Arti's thoughts onto this as well, and then I'm actually going to commit this into the Cucumber.js repo. Is what I'm going to do in a bit. All right. Well, thanks for watching. If there's any of you left out there watching, thank you, Marju. Thanks, Arti. And yeah, see you next time. I'm going to stop the stream.